Dear sister, I have lain awake nights picturing you in your wild wanderings with your boy pressed tightly in my arms. I have prayed to a merciful God to keep you safe and unharmed. You read it?
Yes. You made a fool out of me, Josephine.
I didn't intend to do that, Percy.
I took you in thinking you were such a pathetic boy. I was going to make a man out of you.
You taught me a lot, Percy. You gave me guidance, helped me learn to survive.
But you're a female. And a whore at that, if I understood that letter correctly. Did you ever kill a man?
I'll never forget that woman's face as long as I live.
Oh, is that what happened to you?
No.
I've been thinking of leaving. Josephine. Ever since that night, no one says anything, but I see them look at me. So, I'll go. But I haven't got a penny, so you're going to have to finance my move. Or else I'll tell them the truth about mysterious little Joe. They wonder about you. They'll never forgive you. And that kind of story spreads like wildfire. It'll be all over the West by summer. You won't have nowhere to go. I'll keep my promise, Josephine.
You don't, Percy. I'll find you, and I will kill you.
Drop those picks and axes. Come on out, you hardpan miners. We got something better for you. Old Duke Billy's coming to town. That's right, gents. Come on out. Drop those pans. Put up those pans. Come on out, gents. That's right. Drop those pans. Drop those pans. Come on out, boys. Come down from the hill. That's right. Hey, drop those axes. Get off your asses. Get out of those tents. Come take a look at what Duke Billy has to offer. Come on out and meet Elvira. She can't hear and she can't talk. Come and see her. It's worth the walk. And a lot warmer than a blanket in the tent. That's right. Come on in, gents. Bring your folks and purses. Here you go, my pretty. That's a llama from Peru.
Mary, go get me a couple of rabbits and a sack of beans, okay?
saloon. Get him out of here.
Hey, Joe. How about a drink, son?
No thanks, Badger.
Hey. Tonight's the night you've been waiting for.
I don't think so.
This is a rare opportunity, young man.
Sure you're right, sir.
Little Joe, I think you should reconsider. A man can get diseases he don't do it regular.
Jack Wilkins, what the hell are you doing here?
Same thing as you, Frank.
My God, if you left my seat.
I left the dog. He'll be fine for a couple of days.
You're a son of a bitch!
I had enough. Driving man crazy out there all over. Shit.
Just minutes. Look at this. The whole thing. The whole thing, but I get number one.
All right, what's the name there? What's the name?
Look out.
Big night tonight, eh, Joe?
Over here. Badger. B-A-D-G-E-R, goddammit. Right here.
Get to it.
Sure, I'm number one.
All right, who's next here? That's Mike it is.
Hey, little Joe, got something I want to show you. Look.
Joe, you going?
All right, boys. Everybody settle down now. All right, number one is Big Al, the Gold Nugget Man. Frank Badger.
Dear Helen, are you holding my laddie close in your arms? I think of him constantly and miss you both fiercely. I've made it out west and decided to settle for a while in Ruby City. It is really far from being a city. Truly, it is a mining camp which may someday become a town.
Bad Chad. Chester Albert.
Joe, you better come quick. Percy's gone crazy.
Percy?
Hurry.
He's in there. done, Percy.
She wouldn't put it in her mouth.
Let's go home.
I didn't get my turn yet.
Another time, Percy.
Yeah, you need a good shagging too, Joe. Everybody thinks something wrong with you.
You rotten son of a bitch! Get him out of here! Get that bloody Sassenike out of here now! All right.
Mr. Badger,
What?
have you hired another sheep herder yet?
Now, when would I have done that?
Job seemed to be pretty scarce. I figured someone would have jumped at it.
No one jumps at spending a winter in a lion camp.
What's that, sir?
Well, that's where there's no one but you, a dog, and some sheep for 4 months of the worst alone. At the furthest edge of any sheep land.
I'd like the job, sir.
What do you know about sheep? What do you know about surviving through the winter in these mountains?
Nothing.
Well, you can learn about sheep.
I believe so, sir.
Do you have any idea what that kind of aloneness would do to a man? Huh? Drive most of them crazy.
I believe it'll suit me, sir.
Maybe it will. I've been trying to figure you out since you got here. Maybe you're one of those strange ones that can't stand company.
That would be hard for you to understand since you can't seem to get enough company, sir.
All right. You got 1 month till full winter sets in. Just do me a favor. If you can't handle it, you come and tell me. Don't jeopardize my flock. I pay double wages through the winter. Here's 2 months in advance. You get the rest in the spring. Well, my wife's waiting.
I didn't know you had a wife.
Of course I do. I got 8 kids, too. No shortage of company.
Спасибо большое, спасибо.
You're welcome.
Oh, can you just hold it?
No?
Возьми иголочку.
There you go. Okay, you're welcome.
Joe! They rode in this morning. Their homestead south of Badger Sheep Land. I told them you'd guide them out.
Okay.
This is Joe. He'll guide you out there.
Ты наш проводник, ты наведешь нас домой, Homestead? Скажи ему.
Homestead? Guide?
I'll try to get you there.
Homestead. Homestead.
Yes, sir. Homestead.
Хорошо. Пойдемте.
Goodbye, Joe. Hope I see you next spring.
Bye, Mary.
Bye. Bye.
До свидания. Спасибо.
This is it.
Homestead.
Yes.
Это
This
наш
is your
дом.
homestead.
Мы дома. Папа. Мы дома.
Hello, sweet lass.
Смотри, это все
For me. Thank you. I'll take her with me for the winter and I'll bring her back in the spring.
Они устали. Это наш дом. Давайте помолимся Богу.
Помолимся, Коленька.
Разгружать будем? Спасибо, спасибо большое.
Большое спасибо.
До свидания.
До свидания.
Приезжайте в гости. До свидания. Давайте разгружать. Все, это наш дом.
fine house.
О, спасибо, спасибо, добрая душа, спасибо. Скажи ему спасибо, большое спасибо.
My mother says thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Little Joe! Little Joe Monahan, you back?
Lyle, you've got a clean shirt.
Yeah, we got a laundry now. I charge $1 a shirt, $8 for a dozen. Seems like a lot, but that's the going price. For those who want to be clean, they don't mind paying. Try getting a new shirt in these parts.
Thank you, Mrs. Dupree. Today is Mary's wedding. Come on.
Mary?
Oh, you didn't know. I'm sorry, Joe.
Who's she marrying?
Well, this fella, Mr. Brown, he was passing through town, and he's got a spread down in Texas, and they're leaving right after the wedding.
We are gathered here today in the sight of God to join together Lucas and Mary in holy matrimony. If anyone here knows of any reason why these two should not be married, let them speak now or forever hold his peace. Lucas, do you take Mary here present for your lawful wife? Will you love her and honor her and cherish her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Mary, do you take Lucas here present to be your lawful husband? Will you love him and honor him and obey him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Lucas, please give Mary the ring. By the power vested in me by the United States, I pronounce you man and wife.
Congratulations, Mary. Congratulations. We're gonna miss you, Mary.
Hey, where's Dick?
You're gonna have to give me my haircut now. Have a nice life. Quite a catch there, fella.
Lucky man.
Hello, Percy.
Pretty, man. Yeah, you are one lucky man.
I didn't think you'd survive through winter.
Quite a drink.
I love it out there alone.
You need a horse. Around here. I think you're gonna starve to death if Mary.
Oh, a letter came for you. About 2 months ago.
Boys, a toast to the most beautiful lass in these mountains, my Mary and her husband Lucas.
Congratulations.
Miss you, Mary.
So long, Mary.
Oh, poor little Joe. Oh, look here, boys. Little Joe's got a gun. Let me see that.
Dear sister, I have lain awake nights picturing you in your wild wanderings with your boy pressed tightly in my arms. I have prayed to a merciful God to keep you safe and unharmed. You read it?
Yes. You made a fool out of me, Josephine.
I didn't intend to do that, Percy.
I took you in thinking you were such a pathetic boy. I was going to make a man out of you.
You taught me a lot, Percy. You gave me guidance, helped me learn to survive.
But you're a female. And a whore at that, if I understood that letter correctly. Did you ever kill a man?
I'll never forget that woman's face as long as I live.
Oh, is that what happened to you?
No.
I've been thinking of leaving. Josephine. Ever since that night, no one says anything, but I see them look at me. So, I'll go. But I haven't got a penny, so you're going to have to finance my move. Or else I'll tell them the truth about mysterious little Joe. They wonder about you. They'll never forgive you. And that kind of story spreads like wildfire. It'll be all over the West by summer. You won't have nowhere to go. I'll keep my promise, Josephine.
You don't, Percy. I'll find you, and I will kill you. Dear sister, I have lain awake nights picturing you in your wild wanderings with your boy pressed tightly in my arms. I have prayed to a merciful God to keep you safe and unharmed. When I think of all my comforts and luxuries, and then of my Josephine, sleeping by night on a blanket and traveling by day with that crowd of rough men and uncouth women you described in your letter, I feel I cannot bear it. I'm glad you decided to stay in one place. Although the camp sounds so awful, still I know where to find you. Your boy is sitting on the floor beside me. He had a slight cold, but is quite well now. I hardly know how to live without him. I also am well and still longing for your return. It takes so long for a letter to reach me that I hope you will not delay in answering this one. Your last letter was such a comfort. Goodbye for now, with lots of love, from Helen.
Апельсин.
Orange. Say it in English.
Оранж. Понюхай. Так великолепно пахнет. Я давно-давно их не видела.
Попробуй.
Ешьте, дети. Я приглашаю тебя отужинать с нами.
Mother asks if you'll stay for supper. Thank you.
Наш отец вдали, он на промысле.
It's good to have company, especially
Уже
if
не
Father
верю.
gone trading all week.
Дети, скорее, несите стол, стулья, мы будем ужинать. На улице.
Here you are.
I quit, Frank.
What are you talking about?
Quit. Got a homestead, and this will pay for the flock.
You dirty little son of a bitch.
Frank? You know Nick?
Sure.
He'll know everything about sheepherding when I'm finished with him.
Do I have any say-so in this?
He's a good, hard worker.
No, I guess I don't.
Mr. Badger?
So I bought the land just past yours on the west.
Near the river.
That's right.
By God, I had my eye on that land. But I'm glad you bought it instead of that goddamn Western Cattle Company.
Who are they?
A couple of Eastern speculators. They bought 50,000 acres for raising cattle.
There are no cattle around here.
There will be.
Sheep and cattle don't mix.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Well, hell, I'm gonna miss you, Joe, but we'll be neighbors.
Don't crowd me, Frank.
Little Joe, you are the unfriendliest fella I ever met. And frankly, quite peculiar.
When you finish moving all the clothes, I want you to put some things in here. So check it. Well, it's coming along, but it's taking a long time, isn't it?
It's shining up real nice, sir.
Let him go, Frank.
Now, Joe, the fella had the nerve to walk into Ruby City looking for work like a free white man.
We're sick of these slant-eyed son of a bitches stealing our jobs.
Just trying to eat.
Joe, you're a righteous son of a bitch. You're always opposing me.
I'm not out to oppose you, Frank. We just don't agree.
Don't you ever have any fun?
We don't agree on what's fun, either.
By God, that's for sure.
Let him go, you fool.
He ain't a man, he's a celestial heathen. That's right. They all ravishers and opium smokers. That's right. You said the right word.
Cut him down, Frank.
Whoa. Don't you? All right, Joe, all right. We were just having a little fun.
Yeah, that's all.
Who's gonna feed him, Joe?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying you should hire him, little Joe.
What?
If I let him go, he's probably gonna starve to death because there ain't no work around here for no Chinaman. Or he'll move on and take some job away from some white man, unless, of course, you hire him to cook and keep house.
Yeah. You are a drunken pain in the ass.
His death's on your hands, Joe.
I don't need a cook.
It's nice having a hot meal ready when you get home.
My cooking's fine.
Too lonely out there, you need company.
I don't want company.
You'll go crazy without it. I've seen it happen to men. And it worries me.
Who asked you to worry about me?
I can't help it.
I can't afford a cook.
You can afford him? But what's your name?
Tin Man Wong.
You can afford Tin Man Wong. Katie? Yeah. Right. Katie!
Thought the meal was supposed to be ready when I got home.
I did not know what time. Tomorrow it will be ready.
Needs pepper.
Yes, Mr. Joe.
You move things around in here?
Perhaps by mistake while cleaning.
Put them back where they were.
Yes, Mr. Joe.
Retire outside after supper. I like my privacy. I told you to get out after supper. shows for tomorrow if you want.
Thought you worked on the railroad for a long time.
15 years, Mr. Joe. But I was very sick last winter. And I'm not very strong anymore.
I got it.
You're not Mr. Joe.
What? Is your name really Tin Man?
No. The correct pronunciation is Tianma.
See how it ended up Tin Man.
Is your name really Joe?
Yes. Short for Josephine. Not Joseph. that cold? You just love that coat. Oh.
15 years on the railroad, rain or shine, I am always cold.
Badger. It stinks in here.
Hey, Joe! Joe! Hey, Joe! Little Joe!
Frank.
Woo! Yeah. It's a long way from home. Awful cold. Your place looks mighty inviting.
Well, come on in.
I'll put the horse in the corral. Hello, Tin Man. How you doing?
Fine, Mr. Frank, fine.
What you got cooking in there smells awful good.
Coyote stew.
Coyote stew. Ooh. Mmm.
Mmm.
Excuse me.
Cattle company's bought up a lot of small homesteads. They're trying to squeeze me, buying up all the land around mine. Sons of bitches. There's plenty of cattle land for those eastern speculators and other territories.
Don't think they see it that way.
Have they made you an offer yet?
I'm not selling. I worked too hard to build this place.
They bought 50,000 acres, Joe.
And they don't need my 800 or your 5,000.
There's talk of having elections next spring.
In Ruby City?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a mining camp.
Well, maybe having a mayor make it a town.
Keep expecting that place to disappear.
Not if I can help it. You know, Joe, folks sure wish you'd get involved.
I appreciate that, but you know I'm not much for getting involved.
But we need educated men like yourself. By God, to make something out of this place.
You can count on my vote, Frank. I'll be there on election day.
Good. Well, you two seem to be getting along just fine.
Seems to be working out better than I thought.
Sorry about tying you up like that. Nothing personal.
Oh, no, Mr. Frank.
You're a damn good cook.
Oh, thank you.
You know, Tin Man, I always did like a smoke of opium now and then.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm sure I smelled some when I first came in.
You must be mistaken.
Sweetness is pretty unmistakable.
I don't allow any of that in my house. If you want to smoke a tobacco, you're welcome.
Well, I guess I better get going.
Yeah, I guess so. That goddamn nosy son of a bitch.
He wants to be your friend.
I don't need any friends. We all smoke opium together. He'd be coming over to dinner every Sunday from now on.
That's true. Mr. Joe.
How long do you think it would take him to figure out about me? Took you 3 days.
But that is me. Unquestionably. Brutally.
Why can't we just live as we are?
I was not defending Mr. Frank. He is a thickhead. Too stupid to see what is. I want peace for the last years of my life. You found it living as a man. I found it living with you.
I miss my son.
Yes. But you are a free white man now. And someday soon, you will even vote. What are you doing? Joe.
You can't sleep in here tonight.
Why?
Because I don't want you here. Get out! Get out!
When will you go out? You have a flock to tend.
Tin Man.
What are you doing?
I'm making a pie.
Why?
For you. I want to make a pie for you.
I don't need a pie. I make very good pies. What is this? What is this?
I've decided to sell.
When did you decide that?
I can't live like this anymore. It's a chance for us to start over somewhere else.
What kind of girl can you be somewhere else? What man would want you? You have no hair. Half your face is destroyed with that ugly scar. You can't even make a point.
Then you fight him!
Get up, boys.
Thank you for coming, Mrs. Badger.
Well, I haven't done anything yet.
He's in there.
I got the onions and the tar. You go get me a pine branch. Okay. Take it all. All of it. All of it. on back, little fella. Come on back.
What do we need a pine branch for?
Damned if I know. Well, I guess you two got to be almost like friends. Out here all alone.
Yes, he's my friend.
Well, if he don't make it, we'll get you another Chinaman. By God, they're damn good cooks and housekeepers, ain't they?
Yeah, that'll do just fine.
Is he gonna make it?
Well, he's got one foot on the other side. Why don't you two fellas go on outside? Being in a sick house is no place for hanging around.
Oh, I almost forgot. Your letter.
I'm thinking about going back east, Frank.
Who's the letter from?
Your sister.
I didn't know you had a sister.
Dear Joe, it's been so long since we heard from you. Laddie gets bigger every day. He's already such a handsome little man. You'd be so proud of him. Joe, he asked for you so much and longed for you so terribly that I finally told him you had died.
No, Joe. There's election Saturday. We can ride in together, you and I. What the hell does he want? Dirty, lying bastard. You sold out. Monahan's not selling, Gray.
Please control yourself, Mr. Badger.
Yes, I am, Frank.
You shoot me, you'll hang within the week.
You're the one who ought to kill, you puny little bastard. Helping him squeeze me.
Badger, we don't want your land.
By God, boy. I thought you'd amount to something. Ruth?
Yeah.
When you come to my house, Mr. Gray, either give your wife and kid guns or leave them home.
Seems a shame.
It's all right, darling.
I wasn't afraid, Father.
Well, Mr. Monahan, this is my wife, Mrs. Gray, and my son, Henry. This is Mr. Monahan, darling. He's selling his ranch to us, to the Western Cattle Company. He's decided to go back east.
How do you do, ma'am?
How do you do, Mr. Monahan? You made a wise decision, I'm sure.
Mr. Monahan, how did you get that scar?
Henry, apologize to Mr. Monahan.
Beatrice, he didn't mean any harm.
There is no excuse for bad manners.
I'm sorry, Mr. Monahan.
My wife, and son just arrived from Boston. I brought them out this afternoon to show them some of the countryside.
What do you think of it, Mrs. Gray?
It'll be a fine adventure for a short while.
Actually, we've been searching for the perfect spot to build our new ranch house.
Really?
Seen many beautiful vistas, but not an ounce of culture for 1,000 miles.
Did you bring the papers?
And a check, Mr. Monahan. Excuse us, darling. We'll just be a few minutes.
Henry, can't you sit still?
Goodness, no, Mother.
Those of us raised and educated in the East, Mr. Monahan, can never truly call this wild country home.
Henry, don't touch that sheep. Oh. Come wipe your hands. Here immediately. Just sit quietly until your father gets out.
You'll just sign here. You can be on your way.
I've changed my mind, Mr. Gray.
Is that wise, Mr. Monahan?
Does your wife know how many people you've had killed?
How dare you, Monahan? I suggest you sign.
Election day. I guess I'll ride into town with Frank Badger.
They will come after you.
Yes.
I will try to travel if you want.
There's no place I want to go.
Sons of bitches. Joe! Joe! Oh, God damn it, little Joe. I told you you'd get in trouble out here all alone. Hold on. I'm gonna take you to town. I'm gonna go hitch up the buckboard. Now, goddamn you, don't you die on me. Little Joe Monahan have the best funeral ever in Ruby City.
Yes, sir, Mr. Badger.
Hey! Little Joe Monahan is dead.
How did it happen?
Come on, Nick. Drinks on me, everybody.
He kind of changed after Percy left.
I plumb forgot about him.
I never did like that Percy.
I was surprised little Joe took to him the way he did.
I thought for sure that he'd settle down with Mary.
He'd have been a good husband to my girl. They'd stayed nearby.
We just see her again.
Yep. Sweet Mary. By God, they would have made fine kids.
Whoa. Here's to little Joe Monahan.
Little Joe.
Mr. Badger,
Yeah, what? What's the matter?
it's about little Joe.
Well, speak up, man. What about him?
Here was a woman.
Hoist that feller up there, Sam. Bill, give us a hand, will you, please? Thank you. Hurry up over on the other side there, Sam. Attaboy. Perfect.
What are you doing? How am I supposed to take a picture of that?
Well, maybe somebody ought to get us a rope. Does somebody got a rope here? Look over here, son. What's that, somebody? Do something. How was that?
You old fool. Open his eyes. How can I take a decent photograph with his eyes closed?
His eyes, Sam. Her eyes, Lyle. Oh.
Get that picture.
Dirty son of a bitch! God damn you! You just fooled everyone over here! Son of a bitch! God damn you! God damn! God damn! My God, little Joe.